Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I'm back here in my office. It's Tara. By the way, a few weeks ago I told you that if you see this painter's tape on my door for much longer, I wanted you to, smack me over the head because it means that we're not doing what we wanted to do in here. But I take that back because we actually have to fix these pocket doors. Hey Kahinde, thanks for joining. Hey Tiffany, good morning. We have to fix these pocket doors, so we actually can't paint them yet. So now it's more than just us procrastinating. We actually can't do anything with them right now. So just wanted to update you on that. Hey Tiffany. All right, so guys, today was a big day for me. It's a big day. Some of you know I had abdominal surgery. It's now 7 weeks ago. And I had an umbilical hernia that I needed to get repaired. And I was back in the gym today. So I'm taking it slow. I definitely noticed my strength decrease a little bit. I didn't just pick right back up from where I was at. I'm definitely allowing my body to ease into it slowly. But it was very exciting. I just really couldn't wait to get back in the gym. When you're told, I know me, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm told that I can't do something, that makes me want to do something even more. Anybody else stubborn like that? So I was in the gym. So anyway, I ran into somebody that I would see there pretty often. And she said something to me that was so, disturbing, I guess. She was like, hey, how's it going? We were catching up, small talk. And then she's like, you haven't been here in so long and you didn't put on any weight. So isn't that great? You probably don't even have to go to the gym. Tiffany, you too? If someone the best way to get us to do something is tell us that we can't do it, right? And you're like, I think that's a German in me. I'm like, I am going to do it. If you tell me I can't do it, I'm going to do it. So this woman seemed genuinely excited for me that the fact that I hadn't been able to work out in so long and that I didn't put on massive amounts of weight now meant that I don't have to work out anymore. Like, what is that? What is that? No, I get to work out, right? I'll tell you that I feel like I have to work out because I think it's so important. I think it's so important for my health, for my blood sugar, for my anxiety, for my stress, managing stress. I think it's so important for decreasing inflammation. So many things. I think it's so important for so many things. But never mind the whole weight thing and body image thing, I get to work out, right? And so a lot of you guys know that if you had to be bedbound for any reason, if you were on bed rest during pregnancy or any other time, if you had surgery, we don't think of that as a good thing, right? You might love it the first day, or you might be looking forward to it like, oh, I could just sit in bed and do nothing for a little while or read a book or something. But we get restless. We don't want to be in bed. We want to be moving our bodies, and that's because that's an innate feeling inside of us. We need to be moving. So why is it then that when we can move, when we can work out, because we can all work out to some capacity. For some, it might just be walking. For others, it could be really heavy weightlifting. It is all kinds of things in between. But pretty much regardless of your injuries or your health conditions or whatever, there is something that you can be doing. And why don't we feel excited about doing it? I'll tell you why. Because we have always been using exercise as punishment. So many of us do. This is not going to apply to everybody, but it's such a broad, it's something that touches so many different people that I wanted to talk about it today. So many of us think of exercise as punishment. You hear people talking about it all the time, even if it's not just you. You eat extra cake and you talk about burning the calories off the next day. These are the cardio queens of the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, right? The people who would just go and instead of spending 30 minutes on the treadmill, you're going to go for an hour and a half on the treadmill because you want to burn as many calories as you can. And it's all about the calorie burn. And or maybe you notice that your machine at the gym or anywhere, but you notice that your app or your machine or something tells you that you burned a certain amount of calories, and now all of a sudden you feel like, I could have that extra glass of wine because my app told me I burned 500 calories this morning in my workout. That is the wrong mentality, and that is exactly the reason that we tend to fall away from wanting to exercise. Because think about it, we've only associated in our mind exercise with being unhappy with our bodies, or tied it to what we eat, like allowing ourselves to eat a certain thing, or trying to punish ourselves for something that we have eaten in the past. That is not the way to do it. We don't want to attach all of these negative feelings to something that we're looking to do consistently over the long run. So I don't think that lady that was talking to me this morning is going to be watching this video. I'm pretty sure she has no idea that I do these videos. But even if she did, I'd be okay putting this out there. But I'm going to go to the gym and to do my own workouts because I can, and because I'm excited about it, and because I want to, and because I don't place a value on the exercise such as I don't care about calories. I don't care about burning calories. I care about getting stronger. I care about being healthy. I care about the way that I feel. I care about my confidence. I care about being around for a really long time. Okay? And on that note too, it's not that I've been keeping anything from you guys, but it just, I guess, didn't come up. But I just completed a year-long course. I was back in school, and I don't think mentioned it to you guys at all. It's nothing that's going to give me an additional title. It's nothing, it wasn't anything for the accolades or anything like that. It was purely for people who are already certified nutritionists to dive really deep into mindset. You might see that I've been taking you along with me on the journey, on the mindset journey, as I've been learning this stuff, because that's what I'll always do. Whatever I learn, if I think it's going to help you, I'm going to give it to you guys. But this was about behavioral change. So this was once you already know about the nutrition, you already know about the fitness, but how can you help other people make changes in their lives, okay? I've talked about it before. It's a different skill set to know what to do versus actually doing it. It's not the same thing. If that was the case, you could read books, you could do a deep dive on Google, and then you'd, boom, be the person that you want to be. But that's not the case. You need to know the stuff, and then you need to acquire an entirely different skill set in order to be able to do the things consistently. And part of what really matters for doing things consistently is following it in the right order. So you're not going to start with the really, really specific details if you're not doing the foundations consistently, okay? A lot of us just want to rush to those big things, but I think of it like this. If you are running your first marathon, okay? We just had the New York City Marathon here last weekend. If you're running your first marathon and your goal is to just complete the thing, right? Just like get through that finish line. I don't care how long it's going to take me. Or maybe you even have a certain pace that you want to keep in mind. But these are kind of general goals. You're not going to put too much care into whether you wear a shirt that weighs 0.1 ounce less than another shirt that you might wear, because that 0.1 ounce is going to shave off seconds off of your overall marathon time, okay? That would be probably silly to most of you guys when you think about it. It's silly when I think about it, right? If I were to, I have never run a marathon. The longest race that I completed, I've done smaller triathlons, and then I've done a 15K, a really hilly 15K. But that was it, 15K. But what I like to think about is that's a goal for like the elite athletes. Those are the people who have already done all their other consistent work, and that's kind of like once you get up here towards the top, okay? And the same thing goes for anyone who's on a health journey or a weight loss journey or any kind of overall wellness journey. Before you think about like specific macro splits, you know, carbs and protein splits, are you using food to cover your emotions? Are you emotionally eating? Are you binge eating? Are you generally eating portion sizes that are too big for your goals? That's way more important, and that's going to give you massive results and much quicker than if you were to try to do a deep dive on like, oh, I didn't get my grams of protein right within this very certain thing. So the vast majority of people that I work with, we're not doing that. We're not counting macros. We're not specifically doing meal planning where you're weighing and measuring all your food, because that's not real life. And most people want to just be healthy and happy and content with how they feel and confident with the way that they look. And that's really all they need. When it comes to the workouts, it's the same thing. Instead of having this all or nothing mentality, like, oh, I need a 60-minute workout or even a 30-minute workout, or bust. Like I don't have time. That's the thing I get a lot. I don't have time for a workout. Really? you don't have time for a workout. So I'm gonna break this down for you. That's always an excuse for something else because we all have time. It's just where you're prioritizing it. And typically what people mean when they say they don't have time is that they either need some help fixing their schedule where they can either multitask or they can drop something off or they can spend a little less time on Facebook or TV, or they can exercise while they're watching TV, whatever. There's always a way to figure it out. But when people say that they don't have time, it's typically they believe that, but it's really hiding something else. There's some sort of fear. And a lot of times what that fear is that people don't want to start something that they can't finish. So they'd rather just fail from the beginning than start something and feel like they're failing at something new. So what do you have to lose though, right? So if you're not already doing the thing that you want to do, if you're not being consistent, let's say with your workouts, you'll already not meeting your expectations. So what does it mean to try to take that little leap and try something new? What's the worst that can happen? You won't meet those expectations, but you're already not meeting your expectations, right? So you've really got nothing to lose. And so when we break it down, if you do, let's say, one workout for 60 minutes a week, so you find 1 hour slot in your week that you do a workout, okay? You're already doing a lot better than a lot of people because a lot of people don't even find that 1 hour. But then you don't work out for the whole rest of the week because you're like waiting for another hour that you could work out and it doesn't happen. I'll tell you what, if you, instead of that 60-minute workout, if you did 6 10-minute workouts throughout the week, you would be much better off, okay? Much better off for a bunch of different reasons. Number 1, you're getting that momentum going. Number 2, you're giving your muscles time to heal and recover in between. Number 3, you can alternate your muscle groups in between so that even you can work back-to-back days and not be always doing the exact same exercise or the exact same type of workout. So our muscles actually grow and strengthen when they have off. So you're still able to rotate through and give all your muscle groups time to build and, gain strength and repair themselves and all that stuff. Mentally, it's huge because doing one workout, I don't care if your workout's a 2-hour workout, but doing one workout a week does not leave you with the feeling of like, oh, I'm somebody who works out all the time, right? But if you took that same amount of time and broke it up and did it in daily chunks or almost daily chunks, in your mind, you're like, look at me. I'm this person that works out all the time now. And you feel great about yourself. The other thing, or there's a lot of things here, another thing is that when you commit to doing that 10 minutes, you will be much more likely to add some time on there. So you might tell yourself you're going to do 10 minutes. You might be feeling so good in that workout. And for people who don't work out regularly, that might sound crazy to you. A lot of people are like, how could you possibly feel great working out? But you do. You'll get that kick of endorphins once you get used to it. And you might decide that your 10-minute workout is going to turn into a 12-minute workout or a 15-minute workout or a 20-minute workout. And so you see that over time, you're actually gaining more exercise time throughout. Once you get that momentum going and you realize you're never going to regret a workout that you did, right? You're only going to regret a workout that you haven't done. You will start to see how your mind shifts to look for pockets of time that you can be doing more things. So all of a sudden you're going to start to want to go for a walk on your lunch break, or you're going to take the stairs when you take your kids to the library instead of taking the elevator. Hey Liana, thanks for watching. You're going to find that you're already, because you're coming from a place of confidence. So once you get yourself to that point where you are consistently doing the thing that you want to do. So we're using workouts, but it could be really anything. Once you get to the point where you're consistently doing that thing that you wanted to do, you feel great about it. You're coming from a place of confidence, like you're already doing that, and you kind of look at things like, what else could I do now? I'm already working out 10 minutes every day. What else can I do? What if 10 minutes a day sounds like a lot to you right now? Or what if you tell yourself you're going to do 10 minutes and day after day, you don't even do those 10 minutes? You have to start somewhere. It doesn't matter how small you start. The point is that you do something. I don't care if you work out for 5 seconds today. 5 seconds. If you were going to work out for 0 seconds and you work out for 5 seconds by doing 3 squats, okay? It is something, and then tomorrow it'll be something else, and the next day it'll be something else. The point is you have to make it a habit. And it's hard because at first we don't have that habit. So you're going from having like zero momentum, zero inertia, and then you wanting to take that first step. It's always hardest to get started. Start really small, okay? If you're coming from not working out, and then you're telling yourself you're gonna start working out 60 minutes, 4 days a week, I'm telling you it's never gonna happen. Maybe you could do it for a week or two, but you probably won't even get started. You'll find excuses and they're gonna feel real to you. Your excuses will feel so real that you're gonna believe them. You're gonna really believe that you actually don't have time to work out. You have time to work out. You're gonna believe that you haven't watched enough workout videos to do it. Like, oh, if I could just watch one more video, or if I could just do one more piece of research, I'm gonna get that. You don't need any more workout videos right now. You don't need any more research. You can go out and go for a walk. You can go up and down your stairs. There's always something. Now, in the title up here, I talk about getting better results in 1/3 of your time. And that's part of what I was talking about, that you don't need to try to expand to these, long workouts. You can start really, really small. But the other piece to this, and this is for my cardio queens out there, for the ones that are, they don't go to the gym or they're intimidated by the gym. And if you do step foot in a gym, the only thing you know how to do is get onto the treadmill or the stair climber or something like that. I understand it can be very intimidating. You can do anything at home. If you're doing any kind of weight training, it could be body weight training, it could be with actual weights, bands, anything like that, but any sort of resistance training, you will get so much more bang for your buck than you would on any kind of cardio machine, okay? From terms of anti-aging benefits, I know that's a hot topic, right? Anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, metabolism and weight loss and all of that. You'll get so much more bang for your buck if you're doing weight training. Hey, Mary, I haven't seen you in so long. Thanks for joining. Okay, so you want to do any kind of resistance training. And, a lot of people are like, well, what about the cardio? Sure, there's definite benefits to going for runs, going for walks, things like that. But it's heart healthy. It's heart healthy to also lift weights. And if you do things in succession where you're doing kind of like a circuit, you can put anything together on your own in a circuit or reach out to me. I'm happy to help come up with one that you can do. But if you put things together in a circuit where you're kind of moving from one thing to another and still letting certain muscle groups rest in between, you're getting tons of cardiovascular training during that time. And I challenge you to try it even once and tell me that that's not the case. You will be out of breath, you will be sweating, you'll be huffing and puffing. You will notice that you're getting a great cardio workout at the same time that you're building your strength and you're building your muscles. Mary says, I was just thinking about how Facebook hasn't shown me your stuff in a while. Oh, well, I hope that changes now. I know that the way that the Facebook algorithm works is that if you're not commenting on things, it'll kind of take me off of your news feed. So now that you've commented, I think you'll probably start seeing my stuff. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. Yes, Liana says yes. Liana knows. Liana goes to the gym. Liana. Sorry, I don't know why I always say your name with like a weird accent. Liana goes to the gym. She does boxing. She does it all, so she knows, right? You know about lifting weights. And a lot of people get nervous too, and there's still that whole stigma that like, oh, well, if I lift weights, I'm going to get bulky. And I don't want to get bulky. In fact, I'm trying to, reduce my body fat or lose some weight or whatever. And they think it's kind of the opposite because we talk about building strength and we talk about building muscle. That is not the same as adding weight. That it's not the same. I promise you. What everybody says that they want is they want to be toned, and what being toned actually means, because there's no such thing as toning up anything. UFC, yes, UFC, amazing. You can't take fat and turn it into muscle. That's just not a thing. It's completely different cells and tissues and everything. But what you can do is you can build your muscle underneath and lose the fat that's covering all of that beautiful muscle definition, okay? You can do all of that by, eating clean and whatever clean means for you, and you can, work out and do all of that. Whatever it is that your goal is this way, you can do that by doing weightlifting. So if you want to get bigger, I'm working with somebody right now who's actually she believes that she's been underweight her whole life and she wants to actually get bigger and, build on some of those curves and those muscles and everything like that. You can absolutely grow your body by doing this, but it's a lot harder for women to do that, okay? You have to make sure you're eating in an energy surplus if you want to do that. What the heck does that mean? You have to eat more calories than you are burning off in order to actually grow your body in that way. Excuse me. So most of us, if that's not your goal, if your goal is to stay the same or to take off some of that body fat, then what you can do is follow everything up in the kitchen. Make sure you're eating towards your goals. And that's a whole nother topic. But in the gym, you can still be lifting those weights. And here's the best part. When you do cardio, you're sort of just burning those calories while you're working out, and that's pretty much it. That's where the benefit goes, right? We're not really talking about a lot. You can have one donut or one extra handful of chips and sort of outdo that work you did if you go in with that calorie mindset. Please don't do the calorie mindset. However, if you are doing any kind of weight training, and I'm talking about body weight stuff too, so you're doing lunges, you're using a resistance band, you're doing jump squats, anything like that, any type of resistance training, that stays with you for up to 24, sometimes even 48 hours after your workout. So what do I mean? I mean, you're burning mostly sugar for fuel when you're doing weight training, and then your body switches over to burning fat after your workout is done. And you will be burning more fat just because of that workout for up to 24 to 48 hours would be like if it was super intense. But we'll say on average, 24 hours after your workout, you're still burning more fat at a higher rate than you would have been if you didn't do that workout. So it's like the workout that keeps giving if you do that weight training. I hope there's somebody out there that watches this video that was maybe a little bit afraid of doing weight training, and now you're gonna give it a try. It will do so much for you, for your health, for your longevity, for your body goals, all of the things that you want. I'm sorry, I'm shaking this desk here. It's going to do so much, pretty much for whatever your goal is. And if you're not sure if it's going to help you for your goal, leave a comment here or shoot me a message, and I'm happy to go over this on an individual basis with you, for free, because I love this stuff and I find it really amazing, and I just want to help you guys. So leave a comment or drop me a message, but the idea here is to, if you only have a limited amount of time to work out, take some of that time that you were doing cardio and please start doing some weight training, some body weight training, and you will find that your results will just come so much quicker, and you can actually shorten your workouts even more. And if you're not somebody who's consistently working out at all, doing anything right now, what is that block? If you've heard yourself say, or if you've actually said out loud that you don't have time to work out, it means that you're not prioritizing it. So you're not seeing the importance of it yet. It means that you are procrastinating, which means that there's some sort of fear in there, probably fear of failure. You're probably afraid to commit to something that you're not going to stick with. But think about how ridiculous it is if you're not doing it right now. You're already not meeting your expectations. So start to do something. And like I said, if 60 minutes is too long, who needs 60 minutes to work out? You don't. Make it 10 minutes. Make it 5 minutes. Make it 30 seconds. I'm not kidding. And if you're saying, well, what is 30 seconds going to do for me? Well, if you're doing nothing, then 30 seconds is going to do that much more than nothing for you. So just start somewhere. You can increase it however you want to, whenever you want to. You're not pigeonholing yourself into only doing 30-second workouts. But you need a place to start that feels comfortable, that feels like something that you can do from now on. Okay, Leanna said, I saw so much more change incorporating weight training into my routine than running for an hour each day and no weights. Yes, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Leanna, you and I should talk. Maybe, would you ever come on here for an interview? Because I would love, I'll talk to you about that privately, but I would love to have somebody on here other than myself that can speak to the benefits that they've seen, that can attest to the fact that lifting weights will not make you bulky. Do you see those women that are on those bodybuilding magazines? Many of them might be taking chemicals to do that. They have to work so hard and eat so much and be so deliberate in trying to make their bodies look like that. That is not the way that women's bodies tend to work. Women's bodies do not want to be that bulky or put on that much weight. It's just our biology. It's very hard for us to do that. Our testosterone levels are not high enough. That's why it's much easier for men to get, that big and bulky look. So if you're worried about getting bulky, please, I need you to not worry about that. And Carla gives me a thumbs up. Yeah, Carla. So, okay, so that's it. So if you're not working out consistently and you believe, just like I do, that it's really important for your health, please start somewhere, and somewhere can be 30 seconds. Do something right now. You can be done in 30 seconds for your day. And then tomorrow, make it a minute or something. But please challenge yourself to be growing and getting better every single day. Do something for yourself, for your health, okay? And if you are working out consistently, but you're doing so by just doing cardio, start doing something else. Do a few lunges, do a few push-ups. If you're a beginner, do push-ups against the wall, okay? And then eventually you can do push-ups on the floor on your knees. And then eventually you can lay your body down, so your hands are like this, and then just push up, but you don't have to lower yourself down. There are progressions to do where you don't just have to start right off the gate. I think a lot of us are afraid to be beginners, but why, right? Everyone started out as a beginner. So just do something today, and that momentum will carry. So thank you for watching, and hope you guys have a great day. I will see you. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you join us live on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The lovely Catherine Latimer, I hope I'm saying her last name right. Catherine Latimer is going to be doing some awesome stuff for you guys. I'm going to be interviewing her, talking about how she got into holistic beauty care products. And once she's done telling a little bit about her story and how she chooses the products that she chooses now and all of that, then she's going to do a little makeup tutorial for you guys using some healthy, non-toxic makeup. So I know I'm somebody who can use some help in the makeup area. And so if some of you guys are interested too, please, it's going to be fun. It's going to be at 12:30 on Saturday. And I hope some of you guys can join us live. If you can't join us live because you've got a great life and some fun things going on, then that's awesome. You can check back later on. The replay will be available, but just inside this group, okay? If you know any other friends or family members that you think would be interested, because this is the first of many interviews I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned. But if you know people that are going to be interested in this type of thing, please invite them to the group. I'm happy to have them join as long as they're nice people. All right? I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.